Okay, folks. So today we are diving into something a little bit different.
Different, good, different.
Different, good. Yes, definitely good, different.
Yeah.
So usually we, take one source and like really kind of go deep with it. But
Yeah.
today's source is actually like a whole list of
A whole treasure trove.
a whole treasure trove. Yeah.
Oh, like,
Of 30 ways to save money.
yeah, yeah.
Proven ways to save money. So it's like,
That's awesome.
yeah, it's like almost like this blueprint or this
Like a roadmap?
roadmap. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not going to go through all 30, but we're going to
yeah.
hit some of the highlights and really kind of pick apart some of the
So the gems in here.
yeah, some of the good stuff in there.
Absolutely.
So are you ready to kind of unlock your inner saver?
I am so ready. Let's do it.
Okay.
I love talking about saving money.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's something that everybody can, benefit from.
Absolutely.
No matter what your financial situation is, there's always, room for improvement.
For sure. And the cool thing about this list is that there's something for everyone.
Exactly.
Whether you're just starting out or you've been managing your finances for a while, there are some really practical tips that you can implement right away.
Yeah. So one of the things that this list really emphasizes right off the bat is like the importance of
Fundamentals.
the fundamentals
Of your foundation.
And I think specifically it talks about budgeting and
Yeah.
setting clear savings goals, which I think
It's so key.
is
Yeah.
it's kind of like the building blocks, right?
Absolutely. It's like building a house. You
Yeah.
need that solid foundation.
Yeah.
And the source actually recommends a really cool approach called reverse budgeting.
Okay.
Have you heard of this?
I have not heard of reverse budgeting.
So instead of creating a budget and then seeing what you have left over to save,
Right.
you actually decide on your savings goal first.
Oh, okay.
And then you design your spending plan around that.
Oh, wow.
So it's like flipping the script.
yeah.
It's a really powerful way to shift your mindset from what's left over to savings comes first.
That's really interesting. I like that a lot, actually.
It's a game changer.
Yeah, because usually you do like, okay, here's all my bills, here's everything I've got to pay.
Right.
And then at the end, it's like, oh, if I have anything left over, I can save it.
Exactly. And then you end up not saving anything.
Exactly.
But with reverse budgeting, it's like, nope, savings is a non-negotiable
Yeah,
that comes off the top.
that's awesome. Okay, I'm definitely going to have to try that.
You should. It's really effective.
So once we've got like that foundation built right with our reverse budgeting,
Yes.
what else does this roadmap to saving money tell us?
So from there, it dives into automation and smart shopping,
Ooh,
which I love.
I like the sound of that already.
It's all about making your money work for you, even when you're not thinking about it.
Okay, so tell me more about this, making your money work for you.
So think about it like this, setting up automatic transfers to your savings account.
Mm.
It's like having a silent partner who's constantly investing in your future.
Okay, yeah,
You don't even have to think about it.
right.
The money just magically appears in your savings account.
I like magic,
Right.
especially when it involves my savings account.
Exactly. And then there's the world of coupons and cashback apps.
Oh, yes.
It's not just about clipping coupons from the newspaper anymore.
Yo.
There are entire apps dedicated to finding deals and getting you cash back on your purchases.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know about you, but like my phone is full of those.
Me too.
I've got like all the ones for the grocery stores
Yeah.
and the, Target, Walmart, all that stuff.
Absolutely. And the source actually cites a study that found consistent cashback users saved an average of $200 per year.
Wow.
That's like a free dinner out just for being a savvy shopper.
Or several.
Or several, yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I'm sold on the automatic transfers and the cashback apps, but there's one more thing that I think is like a secret weapon when it comes to saving money.
What's that?
My shopping list.
Yeah.
I am a huge believer in the power of the shopping list.
It's such a simple thing, but it's so effective.
It is, because if I go into the grocery store or Target
Yep.
without a list, it is just like game over.
It's a recipe for disaster.
I'm coming out with like 3 shopping carts full of stuff I don't need.
Exactly. You get seduced by all the shiny objects.
Yes, and those end caps.
And caps are dangerous.
Very dangerous. But if I have a list, I'm like laser focused.
You're on a mission. I'm in and I'm out.
I love it. Okay, so we've talked about kind of those foundational things, right? The budgeting, the apps and the lists.
Yeah.
But this list goes even deeper.
Oh, yeah. It gets into some really fun stuff.
Okay, so what's like the next level of saving money?
So the next level is all about lifestyle hacks.
Ooh, I like the sound of that.
These are tips and tricks that help you save money in your everyday life.
Okay, so it could be some examples.
So things like meal prepping,
Okay.
planning out your meals for the week, cooking in bulk.
Yes.
That can save you a ton of money on
Mhm.
eating out. And time, yes,
Yeah, food
absolutely.
is also valuable.
Very valuable.
So meal prepping is definitely a good one. What else?
Limiting those pricey takeout nights, you know?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
I know it's tough, but even cutting back once or twice a week can make a difference.
Yeah, for sure.
And then there's DIY cleaning products.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever tried making your own cleaners?
I have. I've tried making like an all-purpose cleaner with vinegar and stuff.
Exactly.
It kind of works pretty well.
It's amazing how effective those DIY cleaners can be
Yeah.
and so much cheaper than the store-bought stuff.
And you know what's in them.
Exactly. You're not
Yeah.
exposing yourself to harsh chemicals.
Yeah.
And it's better for the environment.
It's a win-win.
Total win-win.
So the source is really about like kind of empowering you to like take control of these
Yes,
things.
absolutely. It's about
Yeah.
being resourceful and finding satisfaction in doing things yourself.
Yeah, and not feeling like you have to, buy all the fancy expensive things to have a good life. Exactly.
It's about simplifying and focusing on what truly matters.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the other ways that this list challenges us to reevaluate our habits.
Okay.
Because I know there were a few in there that kind of caught my eye.
Yeah, there's some really good ones in there.
So what were some of your favorites?
So one that I think is often overlooked is negotiating bills.
Okay,
You know, a lot of people just assume that the price is the price.
right.
But you can actually negotiate things like your cable bill, your internet bill, even your credit card interest rates.
Yeah, I've heard about that, but I've always been like a little scared to do it.
I know it can feel intimidating, but trust me, it's worth it.
Okay.
The
Good.
source actually quotes a financial expert who says, most people never even try to negotiate,
Oh, wow.
but those who do can save hundreds of dollars a year.
Really?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So how do you even go about doing it? What do you say?
Well, first of all, you want to do your research,
Okay.
compare prices from different providers, see what kind of deals are out there.
And then when you call your current provider,
Mm,
be polite but firm.
okay.
Let them know that you're considering switching to a competitor
Okay.
and see if they're willing to match the price or offer you a better deal.
Okay. And the source even provides like scripts you can use.
Yeah, so you don't have to feel like you're going in blind.
Okay. So that takes a lot of the fear out of it.
Exactly. It makes it so much easier.
Okay. I'm going to try that
I think you should.
because my cable bill is ridiculous.
I bet it is.
I'm sure they could come down a little bit.
I'm sure they could.
And then another one that I thought was really interesting
What's that?
was reviewing your insurance policies regularly.
Yes.
Because I feel like once you get an insurance policy, you just kind of like,
You set it and forget.
you set it and forget it.
Yeah.
But it's probably good to like shop around.
It is because loyalty doesn't always pay off when it
Mm.
comes to insurance.
Right.
Companies are always changing their rates and their offerings.
Yeah.
So by shopping around every year or two,
Mm-hmm.
you could find better coverage for less money.
That's a good point. Because I know like car insurance especially,
Yes.
they're always like sending you those things in the
All
mail.
the time.
Like, oh, we can save you this much money.
Right.
So it's probably good to just like actually take the time and look at those.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of ways to cut back.
Yeah.
But I also want to touch on the fact that saving money isn't always about deprivation.
Right.
It's also about making smart choices about how we spend on the things we love.
Absolutely. It's about finding that balance between saving and enjoying life.
Exactly. And I'm thinking specifically about like that treat yourself mentality.
Yes.
Because I think it's important to, still allow ourselves to have fun and enjoy things.
Absolutely. It's not about never spending money on anything fun.
Right.
It's about being mindful and intentional with your spending.
So what's like the key to finding that balance then?
I think the key is to really ask yourself what truly brings you joy and then align your spending with those values.
That makes sense.
So instead of just mindlessly swiping your card every time you see something, you
Right.
pause and ask yourself, is this really going to bring me lasting happiness?
Okay.
Or is it just a fleeting moment of gratification?
Yeah, because I know, like, I definitely have those moments where I buy something and I'm like, oh, this is going to be so great. And then,
Yeah.
like, a week later, I'm like, why did I buy that?
Exactly. And that's just money down the drain.
It is.
But if you really think about what truly makes you happy and you focus your spending on those things,
Yes.
you're going to be much more satisfied with your purchases.
And you probably save money in the long run
Exactly.
because you're not buying all that other crap.
All the impulse buys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a good example of something that I bought that I, like, really regretted.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it was.
What was it?
It was this, like,
Yeah.
it was this kitchen gadget that was supposed to like spiralize vegetable.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing.
Yeah.
I'm going to be eating zoodles all the time.
Right.
But it was like so complicated to use, and it like made such a mess that I literally used it like once.
Oh, no.
And then it just went into the back of my cabinet.
And now it's collecting dust.
It's collecting dust, yes.
I think we all have those kitchen gadgets
I think we do.
that we thought we needed.
Yeah. And, at the time, it seems like a good idea.
It always does.
But, in hindsight, it's like...
Not so much.
Not so much.
Yeah.
So I think this is a really good reminder to just, like...
Be mindful.
Be mindful. Yeah.
Yeah.
So as we're kind of wrapping up here,
Yeah.
I think, like, one of the biggest takeaways for me from this whole list is
Yeah.
that even implementing just a few of these strategies can make a really big difference.
Absolutely. You don't have to do everything at once.
Right?
Just start with one or two things that resonate with you and build from there.
Like, maybe try that reverse budgeting.
Yes.
Or finally cancel that streaming service that you're not really using.
Right. The one that
Yeah.
you keep meaning to cancel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or maybe like start bringing your lunch to work a couple of times a week. Like there's
Yeah.
so many little things that you can do that can really add up.
And you know what? It's not just about the money.
No.
It's about the feeling of empowerment
Yeah.
that comes with taking control of your finances.
Lovely.
It's about having choices
Yeah,
and creating a life that you love.
absolutely. So I guess my challenge to everyone listening is to
Yeah.
pick one thing from this list
Mm-hmm.
and commit to trying it this week
I love that challenge.
and see what happens.
Yeah. You might be surprised at the difference it makes.
You might be surprised.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for diving in with me today.
This was fun.
Yeah, this was a good one.
I always love talking about saving money.
And until next time, keep on saving.
Keep on saving.
Bye.